On August 29, 2025, a devastating incident occurred in Makassar, the capital of South Sulawesi province in Indonesia, when protesters set fire to a regional parliament building, resulting in at least 3 fatalities and 5 injuries. The tragedy unfolded during a period of escalating nationwide unrest, ignited by public outrage over lawmakers' excessive housing allowances and further fueled by the death of a ride-hailing motorcycle driver, Affan Kurniawan, who was fatally struck by a police armored vehicle during a demonstration in Jakarta. The fire in Makassar broke out late on Friday evening, engulfing the provincial council building and casting an eerie orange glow over the area. Rescue teams discovered the bodies of 3 individuals by Saturday morning, while 5 others were hospitalized with burns or injuries sustained from jumping to escape the flames. The exact cause of the deaths has not been confirmed, but reports suggest that some victims may have been trapped inside the burning building, while others sustained injuries from leaping to safety. The protests that led to this tragic event began earlier in the week in Jakarta, where demonstrators expressed their anger over lawmakers' lavish housing allowances, which were nearly 10 times higher than the city's minimum wage. Tensions escalated dramatically when Affan Kurniawan was killed by a police armored vehicle during a protest, prompting widespread outrage and calls for justice. The incident has since become a rallying point for broader demands, including police reform and accountability. In response to the violence, President Prabowo Subianto, who took office in October 2024, visited the family of the deceased driver and pledged a thorough investigation into the incident. The unrest has led to isolated looting, damage to transportation infrastructure in Jakarta, and demonstrations in other major cities such as Bandung and Yogyakarta. Public transit operations were disrupted on Saturday, though no new protests had been reported at that time. The violence in Makassar is part of a broader pattern of unrest across Indonesia. Protesters have set fire to regional parliament buildings in several provinces, including West Nusa Tenggara, Central Java Pekalongan, and West Java Cirebon, following deadly demonstrations the previous day. In Cirebon, protesters looted office equipment, while police deployed tear gas in multiple cities, including Bali, to disperse crowds. National Police Chief Listio Sigit Prabowo confirmed that President Prabowo Subianto has ordered firm action against lawbreakers. The scale and intensity of the protests have posed the first major challenge to President Prabowo's administration. Amnesty International has condemned the Indonesian government's suppression of free speech and demanded the release of detainees arrested during the demonstrations. While calm has returned to parts of Jakarta, tensions remain high nationwide, and authorities are on alert as they continue to monitor the situation. The tragic events in Makassar serve as a stark reminder of the deep-seated frustrations and grievances among the Indonesian populace, particularly regarding issues of governance, accountability, and economic inequality. As the nation grapples with these challenges, the government's response will be closely scrutinized by both domestic and international observers.